What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey672 coming to you guys with a video right now. So I want to go over our second round pick, Landon Dickerson from Alabama, center. Okay, this is interesting. This is an interesting one. Before I even talk about Landon Dickerson, I want to say that I do not hate this player because he is very, very, very talented. Okay, now Jason Kelce is probably going to retire after the 2021 season. Okay, probably going to retire. This is his replacement in Landon Dickerson. He's 6'6", 325 pounds. He is big, okay? And the videos I've seen on him, he is very violent with his hands, pushes people around, pushes piles of people around. He is good. He is really good. He was supposed to be a top 25 pick in this draft. He hasn't given up a sack since 2017, okay? Hasn't given up a sack since 2017. In what, 800 to like 825 snaps. He's only given up one sack, which is kind of crazy. Now, the downfall of this player, okay, is he's very injury prone. And when me and Philly 500 had our stream last night, tonight, if you're watching it now, we didn't think, some people were saying, oh, we had like a torn ACL, and we were kind of like, okay, that's fine. It is what it is. But we were hearing it was more than that. He had 2 season-ending knee injuries, 4 major injuries. He had 2 knee injuries, 2 ankle injuries. Okay, now I don't know how bad these ankle injuries were. Was his limb falling off? Were they totally broken? Were they fractured? I don't know what the ankle injuries were. I really don't. Okay, but this is really concerning because, like I said, I'm going to say it for the second time, I do not hate this player. He was, if I could say this right now, he was the SEC best center. This guy is a top talent. This guy has a huge ceiling. This guy is already, because Jeff Stalin is here, take advantage of Jeff Stalin being here as our offensive line coach, because he's already turned Jordan Milan to a starting left tackle. Just imagine with a center that's 6'6", 325, not even just that, but is already polished. Is already a polished center that could start. Howie Roseman talked about this pick today and pretty much said he will not be redshirting this year. He's coming off of that ACL injury. He is not redshirting. So he could be, obviously, he's going to be practicing. He's going to be doing some things. Obviously, I didn't know if he was still injured, if we had to wait a little bit longer. He's ready to compete. And Howie Roseman said we're not redshirting him. He is going to be in an Eagles uniform this year. He might not be in games, but there is a high chance that he's going to stay and compete and learn from Jason Kelce. I'm telling you right now, Jason Kelce is going to teach him everything. And obviously on the NFL level, okay, with Jeff Stalin, obviously, going through technique and form and all that, the best offensive line coach for the Philadelphia Eagles and the whole NFL, definitely. This pick made me very uncomfortable in a lot of ways because you can have with your second round pick, how many times have we failed on second round picks already? Sidney Jones, Vinny Curry. You can go back and, Sidney Jones, you can go back and, you could go back each and every way with these second round picks and say we've failed with these second round picks. Okay. You can't, you're going to have you draft Devontae Smith in the first round. You go into the second round and you have a huge chance to have a player there. Okay, to have a player right there to start. No Asante Samuel Jr., no JOK from Notre Dame. And they drafted a center that not only has 1 injury, but 4 injuries. 2 leg, 2 ankle. It's bad, guys. It's really bad. I'm not saying that he's not going to work out, but this is alarming because the Philadelphia Eagles, okay, they're more about the analytics more than what the injuries and everything else when they're drafting them on that day and what their condition is. The analytics department and obviously the scouts have been head to head, okay, in the war room. And this is probably a product of that fight that they're having or that contention that they're having in the war room on these drafts because they're drafting injured players. I'm not saying that I don't like the player for the third time. I love this pick. I love this pick when it goes about the player and what he brings to the table. You got pretty much the best center in football the past few years in college. But the problem is he has had some major injuries. And the Eagles apparently think that he's going to be fine coming here. Okay, that he's not going to redshirt his rookie year, and he's going to learn behind Jason Kelsey, and he's going to show what he's got. Guys, just because they're injured in college, it doesn't mean that you're going to be injured the year after and the rest of your career. Okay, this is a big risk. Like, we're trying to change the formula of the draft, and coming from that pick, A+ pick from Devontae Smith, and you go to this, it's alarming to say that Howie has gone back to his old ways, that Howie Roseman is, this is you have to be careful with this pick. You really have to be careful with Landon Dickerson, because he's either going to be one of the best centers in the NFL, or he's going to be an injury-prone player for the rest of his career being with us. And I don't want that to happen. But there are major, alarming injury concerns with this player. And it's alarming. It is. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it, guys. I wasn't a huge fan of why they drafted. Like, look, I'm a huge fan of the player, but I'm not a huge fan of what baggage he's bringing with him, injury concerns and all of that, because I hope he beats this. And obviously they've talked to the Alabama staff. Obviously they talked to doctors. He was cleared medically. Okay, he was cleared medically, so that's why they drafted him as well. So I don't know really what to take from this, guys, but I'm telling you right now, like, this is an alarming pick that I'm not really crazy about. I'm crazy about the upside that he has, but I'm not crazy about how many injuries he's had, and it's serious. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about Landon Dickerson coming to the Philadelphia Eagles. And that's just what I got to say about it, guys. It wasn't my favorite, but you're getting a lot of potential. I mean, you're getting far more than you're getting beyond Pro Bowl potential out of him, but with those injuries, it's very alarming. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys later. Shake Squad up, follow us, fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.